Lord Militant, you immediately take command of Loyalist forces at Eon 5. We have detected a large trader fleet in orbit. Loyalist Armada has already engaged them. We believe this force to be a large contingent of trader of the Legioni Astartes. Aspect scans has detected the 4th Legion, the Iron Warriors, along with their supporting Titan Legion, Legio Kratos. Your objectives are to defend this communication array in this area, along with the headquarters in this area. Hold your objective as long as much as possible. Take command of the forces in the area. The Agathon Solar Auxilia. Legio Griffonicus had sent in their reinforcement titans. They will deal with the traitorous titans of Legio Kratos. Tactica Imperialis predicts 90% casualty rate. This is acceptable. Remember your duty. Make the traitors pay. May the Emperor be with you. Death to the traitors. 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 Lord Militant, we detected a large force of Iron Warriors. It looks like a demi company. By the thrones. Traitor titans with them. It's the Godbreakers. Steadfast soldier, we have Legio Griffonicus with us. They will deal with these treacherous titans of Legio Kratos. Sounds like the lackeys of the false emperor has any hope of stopping us. You will die as the rest of them. We will see, traitor. We will see. All forces execute Omega 77. Well, here is my Iron Warriors army. I will be commanding them. The army you will be seeing here is basically 2 HQ, 6 tactical squad with bolters, 2 tactical marines with a missile launcher, and 2 tactical marines with plasma weapons, and some dreadnoughts, and 2 detachments of Sakarans with a twin auto link cannons. The other one's a heavy bolter for Sponson, and the other 3 are last cannons for Sponson. And 2 detachments of Deimos class Predators, auto cannons, and another one for last cannons and heavy bolters. As for the strategic support, 2 Warhound Titans. So that will field in my entire forces of Iron Warriors. For my opponent, he will be fielding an Auxilia force of Agathon Auxilia. He will have 2 HQ, 8 laser infantry, 4 Ogrins, 4 Sentinels, and 4 infantry with a flamer, and 4 with close combat weapons. As for their tanks, Lehman Russ, 2 of them are Vanquishers, 2 of them are standard battle cannon, and as for the heavy tank, the Malkador, 1 of them is equipped with a Vanquisher, and 1 of them is a heavy last cannon. And as for the strategic support, 2 Warhound Titan from Legio Griffonicus. The other one is equipped with an Inferno gun, the other is a plasma gun, and I believe the other one is also turbo laser destructor. So that is the force for the Auxilia forces. Well, my objective over here, since I'm playing the attacker, the Iron Warriors, is to secure those 2 buildings in the very edge of the map and take it from the Loyalist scum. As for my opponent, he will be playing the Auxilia, the Agathon Auxilia, and they will be in the defensive. They already set up a defensive perimeter with trenches, laser infantry, and armor, and titans. So this will be a very interesting fight. And we will see how this will go for 6 turn. If I can secure the objective before that, that means it's a victory for the Iron Warriors. If not, I'll just have to go for my secondary goals. Now we'll be entering turn 1, so we will see how everything goes. Normally at these early turns, nothing happens, so see you in turn 1. As I predicted, turn 1, there was nothing that happened. All we did was just move our troops, double move, and my forces just kept double moving since my infantry units, my space marines, don't have a transport. His forces just stayed put. Only thing he needed to do was to move, was to deploy all the armor and walkers and titans. His forces over there just kept in the objective area, and the soldiers went into that trench line. It's been there since the beginning, so they're holding position. And for me, there's no shooting at this round. So turn 1 is basically just moving, and that's it. It's basically just a learning procedure for us for this turn. Round 2, we finally had some shooting. He took out 2 of my predators from his vehicles, and it was a lucky shot. My vehicles were trying to shoot at his, but didn't get anything except for that one Malkidor. So, and the other one was damaged due to his hull point. The rest of his forces just moved in for this round, and his forces were moving in. Same thing with me. My Titans are trying to get in as much as they can. So, this is the end of turn 2. Turn 3, he took out 2 of my Predators. My Space Marines just kept moving in, and my Dreadnought at the same time. His Ogren went out, thinking he'd get a ranged weapon, but my vehicles killed him. So, and my tanks finally killed all his vehicles, including his Malkidor and his Lehman Russ support, but his walkers and the Auxilia equipped with the lasers took out one of the tank. Those sentinels are very deadly, and for my infantry, they keep moving in as usual. My Titans were shooting at his infantry and his tanks. They're the reason why they got wiped out with their rocket launchers. But in return, his Titan took out 3 of the hull points of this one, so it's reduced to 1. And the other one is just missing due to his inability to shoot it. So no Titan death yet. Turn 4, I finally got a Titan death. So it was a concentrated fire. My Sakarans decided to move in that direction and finish it off and put it out of its misery. In return, his sentinels went after one of my tanks. And here I moved my infantry in here and decided to pick off whatever units in here, and his units over there still stayed. And here his sentinels went on a hunting pack and tried to take out one of my tanks. They didn't, so I was lucky. In return, my dreadnoughts went after and killed all the sentinels. And his titans decided to use this flamer weapon and killed one of my dreadnought. And here my troops and tanks decided to move in that direction. So no Titan deaths on my side yet, but his I finally took out. So, and for this area, it's getting hairy. Turn 5, it finally had a breakthrough. I finally killed off his final Titan. It was a concentrated fire from the Titans. The other Titans tried to use his Ursa's Claw, but was lucky to block it. But I decided to use the other Titan with those swarm missiles and just pound the living hell out of that. After that, My tanks did the breakthrough, my Sakarans, and took out his forces on the other trenches and decimated his forces. His laser infantry killed all my assault infantry, so they just ganged up on him. So at this time, all the Space Marines are just moving in. Same thing over here. His Ogrins and my Dreadnought went on a close combat, so we were locked in combat. And after that, all my infantry and tanks are moving in. Turn 6, the final turn, and the game is over. My forces finally annihilated the last of his infantry here, and my tanks decided to move in and killed off some of the infantry that's holed up in the objective area. Though Titans decided to follow in and killed off 2 of his command elements that's in that area. And after that, my troops are just trying to consolidate. They finally kill off that Ogre in there due to close combat and finally consolidated. The problem is I could not secure the objectives, so they managed to hold off for turn 6. So overall, the victory was for the Loyalists, but due to enormous cost. So the Iron Warriors managed to drive through to the defense line, but the Agaton Auxilia managed to hold off as much as they can. So they had died well for the Emperor. So this is an overall Pyrrhic victory for the Loyalist forces. The Lord of Iron is not pleased. Lord Militant, the Iron Warriors have overrun our first defense line. We'll be pulling back to our secondary defense line. We lost our target and armor support, and we can't receive any message from the HQ. We're pulling back. All you... Lord Militant, pull your remaining forces to the secondary defense line. Tactica Imperialis has suggested this. Your forces had succeeded necessary parameters for the mission objective. The Iron Warriors could not secure the area. Lord Militant, prepare for the next debriefing assignment. I'll inform you more mission parameters. Lord Militant, your primary objective was successful. You managed to stop the Iron Warriors from securing the area. Our tech adepts were successful in retrieving the necessary data from the cogitator and securing it for a safe location. If we had lost that, we would have lost this entire sector from the traders. That will be very devastating scenario according to the Tactica Imperialis. We have some good news. Loyalist forces are on their way along with some Imperial army troops and knight houses, including some rogue traders and Titan legions. We also heard reports of Loyalist Astartes are along the way. We believe this to be the Imperial Fist, the 7th Legion under Rogaldorn. They will spearhead the operation in this area. You will speak with a representative of the Imperial Fist when they get here. Until then, hold Eon 5 as much as possible. That is your duty, Lord Militant. May the Emperor be with you.